An important aspect of meditation practice is cultivating your sense of truth. It's one of the foundation stones of meditation practice and a discerning factor needed to foster a stronger connection to your higher self. We have spoken about the higher self in previous videos. It's important to understand your spiritual anatomy as a pretext to understanding yourself and your life. See my video here. You are not the little personality that presents to the world. A pretext is a purpose or motive alleged, or an appearance assumed in order to cloak the real intention or state of affairs. So that's a good way to view the nature of our psyche. That's a great allegory for human life, where we get so caught up in the personality and affairs of the world that we forget the important things in life. Now, my meditation teacher, Samuel, while he was alive, wrote and spoke millions of words in his teaching career. I've taken these quotes from a chapter of his first book, Awakening the Third Eye. I consider this particular chapter, consisting of just 4 pages, to be his most important writings out of all his written works. Consecutively, these quotes tell it as it is and provide powerful insights on principles to live your life and also maintain your meditation practice. He writes, "You may have mastered the most sophisticated techniques on energy. You may have spent half your life studying occult science. You may live in the company of great masters. If you are not after truth, however, your protection is nothing more than an illusion. Sooner or later, it will fall." To go on, Samuel also comments, in the distant past of humankind, humanity had reached an extraordinary level of understanding of the different fields of consciousness. However, because the quest for power and manipulation superseded the quest for truth, the civilization ended up being destroyed. This strangely reminds me of humanity's current predicament: COVID, the economic situation, scientific materialism, and the promotion of humanity to unprecedented levels of wealth, health, and material comfort has made us potentially more fragile as a species. Look at how dependent we are on the internet, fossil fuels, mass monoculture forms of agriculture, just-in-time supply chains, and despite our knowledge and resources, we still face the potential for food and fuel shortages over the coming years. Yet in the push for greater wealth or better health, our fragility still confronts us. Because in reality, we rest on these external manifestations of ourselves, while our fragility is leading to our undoing. Until we can come to rest on the formless parts of ourselves, we remain open to being smashed to the ground. Part of the issue stems from the fact we have largely forgotten that our roots are spiritual. We place personal safety before the freedoms and sanctity of our individual human sovereignty. Yet we all die anyway. The essence of who we are is formless, to which we return soon enough, and this material body we inhabit in this material world is an illusion. It is merely on loan to us. Samuel goes on to say, "You would be very much misled if you believe that the same laws do not apply to you here and now. For you see, you may not be a passionate lover of truth, but your higher self is, always. You may play games in your life, you may seek power for childish motivations, you may cover yourself with mud. Your higher self will always be yearning for truth, and truth alone, in the background of yourself. It does not matter where you, as an individual, may choose to go. Your higher self simply cannot move towards any other direction than truth. That is its imperishable nature." Samuel writes, "So if you're not after truth, your higher self will start working against you to allow a return to the direction it has forever chosen. We could call this self-sabotage, and it is supremely efficient. If you go astray from your truth and try to deny it, your own self will undermine any of your futile attempts, any of your constructions, and will be preparing for your downfall. Sometimes it takes a long time before the blessed hand shatters all your defenses, but all you had patiently built on a wrong basis will be destroyed, and you will have to start again in the nakedness of the spirit. Ultimately, there is no other real protection than the power of truth. If you are after truth, then truth will look after you. But if you come from the wrong space, you may apply all of the techniques recorded in the archives of nature. Your achievements will always be of a precarious substance. You may think that the concept of truth is a bit vague and not directly applicable to your daily reality. Actually, before you can grasp truth with a capital T, you have to start with being true to yourself. That is something simple, which can start here and now. There are a few things you know you really should do and yet are not doing, decisions to make, unavoidable transitions to go through. For example, maybe there are a few things that you know you should not do and that you keep on doing through weakness, but also often just by habit. Please understand clearly that I'm not referring to any moral concepts. The problem has nothing to do with what is labelled good or bad, or with any other mental construction. Sincerity is of another nature. Deep inside, some things feel right and some others feel wrong. It is the knowingness of the spirit, and that is what you have to tune into. It does not scream inside like certain desires. You have to listen to it very carefully. It is like an inner sense, the embryonic version of what will later become your capacity to know the truth. It is faint in the beginning, so you have to take care of it. The more you listen to it, meaning the more you put into action what you know to be right, the more the knowingness grows. The more you ignore it, the more it fades. And if you really don't know what is right or wrong, then tune inside and ask for help. You will be surprised how swiftly truth can come to the rescue of those who seek truth without compromising. It does not matter if you make some mistakes while following your truth. What is a mistake anyway? The white line that leads you straight to the divine is full of meanderings when seen from the eyes of a non-initiate. But to the vision of truth, certain detours and failures appear as the surest and most direct way to the goal. If you consistently follow your truth, your capacity to discern will grow like a banyan tree, and your sense of what is true or untrue will become more tangible than your perception of hot or cold. Even if the sense of truth is faint in the beginning, you should cherish and nurture it as the most precious quality that may ever be given to you. For ultimately, there's no real protection but the power of truth. Not only is truth an important guiding principle in meditation practice, but an important guide to living your life. Using truth as your sword and shield becomes your greatest protection and discernment to a good life based on principle, integrity, and discernment. Now, if you want to watch more videos with tips, techniques, and context to help improve your meditation, click the like and subscribe button below, and another video will be along shortly. Thanks for watching.